Team Focus is for children who do not have a father and would like to find people out there who they can feel comfortable with. This is my family, this is my father.
They teach me about life. I got men teaching me how to be a real man. You know, I'm not considering myself a little kid anymore. I'm growing up now. Team Focus is teaching me to grow up.
Team Focus has a dedicated group of people who have a passion to do this work and to do it well. We've made a lot of connections with school systems, with teachers, with counselors, with coaches. One of our needs at Team Focus is to have support within communities because we have a great desire to get a network of both men and women, men especially because we need mentors.
The father-son relationship is an extremely important relationship. Mike Gottfried and Team Focus has assembled an array of excellent adult role models on their staff and from the greater community who seek to encourage and support these young men. These kids need that kind of influence, that kind of role modeling in their lives.
Just that emptiness, you know, that when you lose someone that close and that important in your life, you cannot go on without finding some way to make up for it. And for some people it's a lot harder than others, and that's why Team Focus is so great, because it helps all those kids who are lost and trying to find their way.
You know, it's always a pleasure to speak to a group of young men like yourself who are the future leaders of America. And that's what I would like to talk to you about for the next 15 or 20 minutes, is how you become successful.
You're being handed something this week. It's the most valuable thing we could give you. It's more valuable than money.
After my first camp, when I came back home 3 years ago, the first thing my teacher said to me was, "What happened to you?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "I've come back a better person," you know, something that Team Focus was trying to make me.
The instructors are just as much your friends as the kids here, if not more, because they actually get to know you and talk to you and they understand.
Team Focus has taught me a lot of family values, such as manners, a lot of things that you wouldn't learn out there in the real world, and a lot of things you wouldn't learn at school. School books can't teach you. I see myself maturing.
At Team Focus, I feel that I'm truly not alone. It makes me feel important. Before this, I had no one to teach me how to tie my tie, and they make their time and their presence, and it's really precious to me because they don't have to, but they choose to help kids like me. I want to be like them. I want to help Team Focus and Camp Focus because it's helped me so much.
Every day is different and they have different types of teaching, and not everything's the same. So it makes the kids pay attention and learn new things. It's something well thought out that the kids should know that they could help them in their future.
Lots of bad things happen to kids who don't have someone to guide them through life the way a father would. And an organization like this has really just helped tremendously. They've helped them to grow and mature, become better leaders, and one day they'll be good fathers to their children.
I think the biggest reason somebody should get involved, a corporation, an individual, because we're making progress. If you have a young man out there and he doesn't have a father's influence, he could very well, percentage-wise, go bad. And we're faced with more problems in this country. If we could stop one young man from going wrong and setting his life right, then we're doing a great job.
It's helping young boys to become greater leaders, to help them through life, to show them God, and it's really doing that. They do exactly what they say.
It's a place where we can make a difference, where we can really come in, do something a little unique, very focused, and I think even the name of the program gets to what it is we're trying to accomplish and have real significant impact with individuals. We can kind of measure it, we can see it, we can feel it. You're kind of missing out if you haven't participated because you get more out of it, certainly, than you put into it. You get just a tremendous feeling of warmth and thanks and really seeing something accomplished. So if you're not involved, get involved if for no other reason, then you'll enjoy it. GMAC is not in it for the business, we're in it for the benefit that we can provide these young men, these boys. It's to give. We're not in it to get anything. We're in it to give.
Dominic, how are you?
How are you doing? I'm doing really great. How are you doing? It's good to see you.
The team-focused people do a wonderful job in pulling these camps together, in making you feel at home when you come to work at a camp, as well as to be a camper. They do a great job.
But leadership is not something, manners is not something, the spiritual part of what you've seen here, it's not something you just start on Saturday and end on Thursday. You need to carry it around the rest of the week, the rest of the month, the rest of the year, the rest of your life. Look to the right and look to the left and look in the back. All these people, why are they here? They're not getting any money. Nobody's getting paid for this. They love you. They care about you. They want to invest in you.
As Team Focus touches the lives of these young men in teaching them how to be mannerly gentlemen, we know that we are affecting the women in their lives. The mothers have called back and said, my young man has changed. Their sisters are being changed because they're now being treated with respect. The young women in their lives are being affected by what they have learned as they see one speaker after another that has said, I was in your shoes and these are the choices I made that caused me to be a success. It really triggers in them that belief that they can do it.
His mannerisms all the way around have greatly improved since being part of Team Focus. And these aren't things that I hadn't tried to teach him. It's just that when you're surrounded by your peers and male mentors, there's something about that male voice that really reaches young men in a way that their mothers sometimes can't. They're going down the right path together, and they don't have to rebel just because they're in a non-father home. They don't have to act out. They can all follow the right road together, and it's really been a great accomplishment of Team Focus to have thought of this for their communities.
I see the impact on my children's life, and for someone to take the time, the effort to pour into my children like they have done, I can't say thanks enough.
Team Focus is always there. They stop everything they're doing for those boys, and they let those boys know that they're there for them, and that in turn help the mothers to relax and be at peace, to know that they're being mentored by men that have obviously gone through the same things that those boys are going through and feeling some of the same emotions. So it has helped me, be a better mom, because my son is more at peace with himself, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's the greatest joy that I've gotten out of it. So it has certainly impacted both of our lives. We have a better relationship. His grades are improved, and everything about him over the past 3 years has signified the leadership that he's learned through this camp. All of the staff members have the same vision and the focus that Mike and Mickey has, the heart to reach out to the boys, to be there for them. It's a program that reaches deep into the inner person, and it helps the child to deal with issues that we would never be able to address if they didn't have these mentors here on a daily basis. But these boys are being prepared for the future and for a next generation of positive role models themselves. So I feel that they're going to make a difference, not only in the city, but in their own personal lives, that's going to have a huge impact on the whole society.
They have developed so much in these past few years. They have matured into awesome young men. And I know Team Focus had a lot to do with that. With Team Focus, they've opened their arms to us and brought us into their family and taught them responsibilities and manners and respect. And they could help me in situations like they're getting of age, that they need a male companion to talk to and express things to them and teach them the right and the wrong. And Team Focus has done that for my kids, and I couldn't have done that by myself.
I would encourage any mother, or every mother, if they can send their kid, I would encourage her to do so.
We do have a mom support group, which I think has been very beneficial for the moms, because when we're having problems with our children, it has an effect on the mothers as well. So we meet once a month.
We also discuss all the benefits that Team Focus has given our boys, all the growth experiences they've gone through together, and how they've helped each other. Staying in close contact with other single moms has really been great experience for all of us.
And I think that's so important for each of us and for you as you grow and develop into becoming role models for other young men, especially, to look up to. And that is within your reach by your presence here today.
We have mentoring programs for them, after-school programs, summer programs, Saturday programs. We set up activities for them once a month. At the Wisdom Center, we have a big computer section set up for them where they can come in and work on projects, help them with their homework. We're there for them for the rest of their lives.
Team Focus is all year round. There's a Wisdom Center on Schillinger Road, which you can call at a toll-free number anytime and talk to anyone there. They can patch you through to any one of the other campers in any state they live in.
The leader doesn't have to be the smartest person on the team. He just has to know how to manage the smartest person on the team. He needs to know how to make the 5 smartest people on the team work the best together, because if you come here every year, you can really see a change in the boys, and that makes you feel good about what you're doing. You know, it's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it, and all these boys are capable of so much, and they're going to be capable of so much more after this camp. Everybody involved, all the teachers, the counselors, they do an absolute wonderful job with this camp. They instill so many great things, leading by example.
Team Focus focus on the boys, academically, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I think that once you have a balance, then that's what's important in all of our lives, is that we are focused and balanced, and that's what they're offering these boys. They're offering them a hope and a promise and a future that a lot of them would not have if it was not for this program.
By the end of the week, when they leave here, they'll walk away with some really great skills and a much, much better understanding as to what it's going to take to be successful in life. If you haven't taken the opportunity, please take it. It's extremely rewarding. It's a lot of fun. It's not just for kids. It's for adults too.
I know just by being a leader and making an example of myself for the younger ones, it will show you how big of a role you can play in changing someone's life.
If you want to do something that's going to make a lasting impact, if you want to multiply your life on this earth, you do so by investing yourself in the next generation. And this is important and significant work. You change the destiny of a young man, and you change so many things when you choose to get yourself involved in a young man's life.
I would encourage everybody to participate, and until you experience it yourself, you don't really know what it's all about and what it means to these boys.
The main thing we need is awareness, because once you get involved, if you can only see it, you're here for life.
I love Team Focus. Thank you for giving me the chance to come to Camp Focus.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being there.
It's really changed my life.
Thank you for being there in my life.
You really have to come to really understand the magnitude of it.